Hello, my name's Rob Myatt. I'm going to be reading from my sample of Once When I Was a Girl, Memories of a Hymn Girl by Knud Petersen. The book is a memoir of Knud's time as a young gay working class man in Copenhagen in the 1910s and 1920s. He didn't write the memoirs until the 1960s, and it wasn't until 2022 that they were finally published in the original Danish. They represent a unique first-hand account of queer life in early 20th century Denmark, and world English rights are currently available. In the evening, I got myself dressed up nicely, as nicely dressed as it's possible to be in clothes you're growing out of and that are several years old. Then I walked from Vesterbro down to Nørrevold. My heart was pounding in my chest from the excitement, not having a clue what I was letting myself in for and all. I wanted it, and at the same time I didn't, but curiosity got the better of me. Back then, Nørrevold had a wide boulevard that nowadays the trams drive up and down. There were tall trees on both sides, and benches beneath them. It was pretty back then, you know. Well, the closer I got to Frederiksborgsgade, the more men there were sat on the benches, young and old alike, men of all ages in fact. When I reached the corner of Frederiksborgsgade, Alvilda was sitting on a bench. "Ah, you made it. I didn't think you'd actually come." "Of course. I just had to eat and get changed first." "Yes, well, it's not that late either, and you'll notice not a lot really happens around here before 10 o'clock. I was just sitting here wondering if it wasn't foolish of me setting up a rendezvous with you here. I don't know why. But I remember how I was when I was your age. I knew I did, and at the same time I didn't know the first thing. None of them was keen on me. I was scuttling about all strange like. It's hard, first time you realise you're into men. You feel like you're the only one in the world. We all do. But it's just a matter of acknowledging it and making the best of the situation. First few times I had someone chasing after me, I could have died of fright. First man got me into the courtyard of one of them houses here in town. When we was finished, he said, "See you soon. Come over Nørrevold way tomorrow evening. We can go to the pictures together." He never showed, but that's how I discovered life here on the boulevard. And it didn't take me long for me to make girlfriends. Only girlfriends, nothing else. Then they dubbed me Alvilda. I've had plenty of fun times down here, believe you me. Yes, little one, loving men your own sex, it ain't exactly a picnic. You'll learn that one day too, I'm afraid. A pretty young man came walking towards the bench. "Here comes Uda," said Alvilda. "She's one of my girlfriends. Her man's a merchant." Uda came over and sat down. Alvilda introduced me as a new girlfriend, a little debutante. "Uda's living on Easy Street," said Alvilda. "Her merchant man pays for everything. Rent, clothes and pocket money and so on. Yeah, she's on Easy Street, she is. But it's like I've told Uda. She should learn herself a thing or two while she knows him. He'll find himself someone else in a couple of years and that'll be the end of him and Uda. I've seen it. He's done it before. I've never been that fortunate. I've never taken money for it either. Well, a few times when I was a guardsman." "You were a guardsman?" "Indeed I was. Stationed over at the barracks. That was a good year ago now. Got thrown out." "Thrown out?" "Yes, thrown out. And how? The other soldiers used to give me hassle. They found out I was a girl quick enough. I actually think now it was one of them guardsmen what used to go to the cottages on the pull himself. It's definitely him was spreading stories. They used to love tickling me once they'd found out how ticklish I was. When we was all together in the bunk room, they'd tickle me so hard I cried. And when we was lying in our bunks, they'd tell racy stories of men with men. 'You must know all about that, 17, they'd say. Well, but it didn't last long. Got tired of it. But the commanders who were out to get me, they'd tell me I was mad and a right odd bird. So many marching drills they'd give me. There was this young lieutenant, sweet little thing he was always out getting me. He'd tell me he was going to make a man out of me soon enough. He twigged. And he called me over during some bayonet drill. I went over at him, trembling a little bit. He was so beautiful. Most beautiful man I'd seen in a long while. And you'd better believe I got a beating. He gave me an hard whack on the arm and I passed out from pain and fatigue. They poured a pail of cold water over my head. When I came to, the lieutenant was bent over me. Then, I don't remember, but I suddenly threw both my arms round his neck and pulled his face towards mine. Bloody hell, yuck. Made quite the commotion he did, went absolutely berserk, hysterical, stopped his beating and vanished. 10 minutes later, he came back and ordered me to go down and see the boss, who'd accused me of all the worst things. Then I ended up at Grudslaughter on Regensgade with the 7th Division. Got discharged after 3 months, unsuited to all military service. And a good thing too, I wasn't suited to it. Yes, that's what happened there. But I was a guardsman, even if it was for only half a year. But what I was trying to say was, I've never asked for money. When I was a guard, there was plenty chase after me, gave me 2 or 3 kroner. I took 'em, obviously. Soldiers' pay weren't much after all. But now I've got it that I can't make love to someone unless I like 'em, and if I do, then I can't take any money, no matter how poor I am. I'll admit, if I'd met someone like Uda's friend, and if I liked him and he was well-to-do like the merchantman, well, then obviously I'd have gone for it too, but I've never been that lucky. But it's like I told Uda. She should see to it she gets something out of it while she has him, so she don't get left high and dry when it's all over.